and we're still with Yousef, K, Xavier, and Santos. And to my right, we still got Jermaine. Jermaine, what's going on with Leicester?
Hey.
Yeah, no, it's still 7-0, 69th minute. Yeah, so they still got plenty of time when they get a couple more. They still got time.
Before we move on to this weekend's boxing, K, let's go back to your last fight.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, yeah, I had an amazing camp. Obviously, off the back of our previous fight where I was wrongly given a draw when I should have got the win. Amazing camp. We've done all that we need to do as far as what he could bring to the table. And we're out there, and do you know what? It was looking like it was going to be a bit different, but he just resorted to type. He comes swinging mad, wild shots, and I was able to read him and start downstairs, hit him to the body, rocked him a few times. Don't get me wrong, it was a tough fight, and he had his rounds, but as my coach said, I think we run it clear, and I don't think he could have any grumbles about the decision.
Coach?
Yeah, good fight. I mean, the first fight I thought K won it by a round. I had no complaint with the draw, to be honest with you, because he was the champion. And if I'm saying I think K won it by a round, then when they had it a draw, it was a fair decision. It was close fight. The rematch, I think K made the necessary adjustments. We couldn't have a bad first or last round this time. I thought K won the fight by 3 rounds. There was one really close round I can't decide on, but I thought he won it by 3 rounds, and I thought K was absolutely amazing. Again, I did say in the first fight it would be brutal. I thought this was similar. There was moments where Sam landed some unbelievable shots on K. K dealt with them, came back. I think he hurt Sam about 3 times in that fight, particularly to the body. But Sam, good fighter, gritted it out. I mean, I know now why the other guys in the top 10 didn't really want to fight him. Like I said, when I met K a year ago and he said to me he wanted to fight Sam Mason, I was wondering, this guy's ranked like 17, 18 and no one's calling him out and he's got the belt, which I thought was a bit strange, because if you win an English title then you're en route to get to fight for a British title, so why not fight that guy? But K was adamant. He said, listen, if I win that belt, I want to win it against someone who's supposed to be good, and that's why I've got all the time and respect in the world for K, because I thought he's done an amazing job. A lot of guys, they fight for titles, but they don't, they pick the easy route. He hasn't done that, and the pool of fighters that he's got to deal with now in the top 10, again, talented. Keenan, Ennis Brown, who's the other one that was at your show?
Phil Bowles. Yeah.
You've got Joe Hughes up there.
Hughes, yeah.
It's a good 6-7 guys up there. Hara Davis up there, I think he's number 4. It's star-studded. There's a lot of good fights up there, so it's not going to be easy. But this is what K wanted. He wanted to fight for a British title, and I think he's done amazingly well to get himself in a position to do that. Good work.
Okay, me and you had a little conversation about a name he just said.
There
was a certain someone in the building that me and Jermaine were right next to, and they weren't too happy about you winning.
Yeah. They don't want this smoke.
They don't want this smoke. And he was very.
I'm going to say it is, but
who?
I'm
my friend, man.
I'm going to be a bit controversial here, Coach.
Yeah, he's my friend.
I was watching that fight, and I was obviously alongside Nando, and we took a look alongside. We saw Hara Davis there. He didn't look too happy. He looked like he wanted to leave immediately after K won a title. Didn't look too happy, and I was thinking, could that be a potential fight one day down the line?
Most definitely. Like I said, I've known O'Hara for a long time. I've done some good work with him before. He was a pro, and again as a pro. But you know what? I want to be fighting these guys. These guys are the names that are up there. As like O'Hara said about his friend that he's going to possibly fight, Ennis Brown. He's number 1 in the super lightweight division. There's no friends. We're in there. We're not friends. It's the business. I want to get my way to the top, and if I have to get past you as my friend, after we'll shake hands. But that's a fight that I'm gunning for. He's a big name. He's someone I can beat. Someone who's going to give me an extra notch on belt. Is going to get me to that next level. I'm ranked 17, but it's not high enough. I want to be number 1. I want to be next to Josh Taylor. I'm going to be fighting Josh Taylor. So in order to get to that level, these are the kind of people that I need to be going through, and I believe I can win.
Is there any news on your next fight?
Well, I was supposed to fight Joe Hughes. I don't know if people know him. He's a good fighter. He had boxed for the Brits before but lost. He had been European champion. He's got a condition called Epps disease, something like that, basically where he's got a deformed right arm, where his arm's shorter and weaker.
Right.
I can't lose to someone with one arm, sorry.
Oh, no.
Wow.
No, he hasn't got one arm.
No, I think I've heard about it. I think I do know about him.
You know about him, he's a good fighter.
He is a good fighter.
He hasn't got one arm, but he is someone that I would love to opt for, but he doesn't want it with me no more.
He didn't want the fight.
He didn't want to fight for whatever reason. I'm not going to discredit his thought process or say that he's scared of me, but he's got other options or he's going down a different route. These things happen in boxing. All I want to know is who am I fighting next? When is it going to be? Jab will say I'm in camp now, ain't it, Jab? I'm not at home eating pies. Yeah, I'm in camp. And I just want to fight. You know what I mean? I can't let this energy that I built from the win from the English just fade away. I need to be out there and I need to keep the momentum going. And I was hoping to, even if it's just having a warm-up fight before my next big fight, but you know what?
The warm-up fight's Luke.
Yeah.
Luke Campbell, that's the warm-up.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I want names. There's people out there that I would love to get in there with. There's people that, whether it be a Luke Campbell or if someone like Bradley Skeet wants to come back, he can get a tan in. Now these are good fighters and people that I respect. But you know what? I just need to have some more notches on my belt.
After the fight, we interviewed you backstage. There was a potential British title fight, coach.
Yeah.
Is that still on the table?
Yeah, I think the only issue with that is that some of the MTK fighters are in this golden, what's it called again? Golden contract.
Yeah.
So some of the names that were potentially there on the table are no longer there. So it looks like, well, it's already been made.
Yeah.
Akeem Ellis Brown is fighting for the belt on the 29th of November.
Philip Bowers against Akeem Ellis Brown.
Yeah, so
So
that's
Akeem's
for
pulled out
the
of the contract to go and fight him.
Right.
That's for the title. And then Kay was supposed to fight, but the British board ordered Kay to fight Joe Hughes as a fine eliminator.
But I'm hoping that
Joe
they
Hughes
just
didn't
scrap
win it.
that fight. They say I basically got through, and I'll fight the winner of them two.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Just let me be mandatory. Let them fight in November, and I'll fight them as soon as they're ready to fight again.
Yeah, that's all. That in March, ideally, that's what we'd like in March.
Question I want to ask you guys, obviously you spoke about the golden contract. Are you guys going to be paying attention to that with a view to maybe fight one of the guys in that
I
competition?
personally am, because obviously the ones coming up in November is all my weight class. So you've got Tyron McKenna, you've got obviously Ahara Davies, you've got someone like Andy Yiggett, he's a foreign fighter. Lewis Benson, all these guys are in and around my rankings and my weight class. So, and if one of them loses and they want to fight, I'll jump in there the same night and fight them.
Why not fight the winner? Forget the loser. Whoever
Yeah.
wins the whole thing,
Yeah.
go for that.
Even that's even better. Do you know what it is? I just think opportunities arise, and I'm just gonna have to be ready to take whatever comes when it comes.
So you mentioned Josh Taylor earlier.
Yeah.
So he's fighting this weekend.
Yeah, it's fighting.
Prograis? Was it how do you spell it?
Riga's Prograis, yeah.
Prograis. What's your prediction for that fight? What do you think of that fight?
Ah, it's a good fight, you know. Like even the two fighters, they say it's a 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
One brings a hell of skills. Josh Taylor is very skillful. He can work inside or long, hits to the body well. Obviously, because he fought Ahara Davies, and Ahara Davies is no joke, but he stopped Ahara Davies. So I think even if you're strong, he can take that away from you. I think that's what Riga's Prograis' main thing. I think he's a strong fighter, but I just think Josh Taylor will have to deal with his strength and use his boxing skills and his class to just outpoint him.
Coach?
I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't seen enough of Regis. I've seen Josh fight quite a few times. I've seen him spar Kay.
Yeah,
Spar Kay, watch him spar Chris Congo. Very, very good fighter. But Regis is supposed to be the next big thing. They said that about Jeff Lacey when he came to fight Galzagi. So I haven't seen enough of him. But what I've seen, he looks strong. Looks very confident. So I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Santos, are you going to be watching this fight over the weekend?
Of course, and I'm going to be rooting for Josh Taylor all day long. I just think the way he fights is just second to none in his division as well. The only one that I can see really giving him a challenge is my boy K. And so when these lot are ready to give someone like us opportunities, we're going to take it, and they're going to learn their lessons that day. But until then, I'm just going to admire them, sit back until opportunity comes. I don't really watch these guys like that. I just focus on my camp, on my team, and this, I'm just going to take this opportunity to let everyone know that we're coming, and that's it. There's no Mickey Mouse business out here. We're coming.
Fantastic. Yousef,
What's happening?
you watching this fight over the weekend?
Of course, man. Of course. I mean, it's number one and number two in the division going head to head. So it's what we need to see more of in boxing, and we need to appreciate when it eventually happens. It's a good thing with the Muhammad Ali Trophy and the whole tournament that it gets the top guys fighting each other. So when Josh Taylor and Prograis are going to fight, man, we've got to take advantage and finally we get to see number one and number two in the division go at it, and we get to have like a proper champion instead of having 4 or 5. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the show and looking forward to see who's going to take the trophy home.
So who are you guys going for?
I got Taylor.
Taylor.
I watch a lot of Prograis, like the same as Coach, but I mean, from what I see of Taylor, I'm going to go with him.
Do you think the winner of this fight is going to fight Ramirez and try and unify the division?
Hope so. I think
Definitely,
yeah, that's what boxers should be doing. I think boxers nowadays are not looking to dominate the division like in the past. We talk about Hagler and Hearns at them times. Boxers now are happy to win one title and not sort of clean up divisions anymore, innit? Do you know what I mean? So hopefully the winner of the tournament looks to go and unify the whole division, because we're not seeing it anymore. The only person out there really trying to do anything similar is AJ, when he had most of the titles.
So the next big fight is Chisora Price. Obviously, Joseph Parker, Peter Parker pulled out because he got bit by a spider. Obviously, Price stepped in. I was surprised, but I thought it was just going to be some next journeyman, but it should be a good fight. I'm going to start with Yousef. Who you got for this fight?
Oh yeah, I think it's a good 50-50 fight. I'm going with Derek, but you know Price is a big puncher, and early on he could do some damage. And you know, with Derek, you don't know which Derek's going to turn up. You know, we've seen him. I'm waiting for him in Monte Carlo. You know, he didn't look motivated, but you know, hopefully we get a motivated Derek on Saturday, and he does the business.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good fight. I think people have seen the worst of Price where he's looked like an average fighter, but I think he's better now. I think he knows this is the last chance. How many chances can this guy have?
Saying that, do you think it's for both fighters? Whoever loses retires, or you think Chisora can still?
I think Chisora can come back. He can come back, especially if you lose with dignity. But I just think Chisora's have too much for him in the end. I think he'll break his will, and I think he'll probably get stopped. But I think it's a good fight while it lasts.
Coach?
Well, it's a strange fight. Didn't see this one coming. I've worked with Derek for I think 3 camps. The Takam and the fight just before the Takam fight, and then Dillian, Dillian White with Don Charles. And Derek, I think he's a hard worker. He's a hard man. I don't think David just can just hit him with one good shot and then he's going to cover. I don't think it's going to happen. I think with Derek you'd have to almost beat the fight out of him, or you'd have to be an accumulation of punches to stop Derek like that.
He can take a punch as well.
He can take a shot. I mean, even in the rematch with Dillian, Dillian hurt him early. I think it was the first or second round, and Derek recovered. But I just think Derek's he's too seasoned and too experienced to lose against Price. I think as soon as it becomes a hard fight, I think around 4 or 5 onwards, I think Derek will start to take over, and then once he clips him clean, I think then either the referee will stop it or knock him out clean like he did with Spilker the other day. Derek.
I have to agree with you guys. I just think as the fight gets later on as well, I think Chisora's got more in the tank as well. David Price tends to get tired quite early in the fights as well. Obviously, you saw against Allen as well, he still looked a bit. He done well against Allen, he boxed really well. I was impressed. But I think he's kind of blows quite early. I think later on in the fight, Chisora needs to take it 12 rounds. He will, so I think Chisora will get him out as well.
How you think? What's your money now?
That's why I think the pressure's all on Derek, because if he loses that to Price, no disrespect to Price, where are you going to take Derek? Who else can you bring for him if he's losing to the likes of Price? Price took it on, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Notice, and if
That's a good point actually, because Derek's about money, isn't he? And see, his stock will drop, and he can't afford to do that at this stage. He wants to be in mega fights, he wants mega money, so he can't afford to step up there.
Yeah, they're already talking about potential world title shots and everything. So if he actually loses to Price tomorrow, for me, his career's over.
No chance of the Barker fight then if he loses tomorrow.
No way. I think that
Value,
shot will go to Price.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Liverpool, headline. You know how Eddie Hearn does. So
well, they're saying that if he wins, he might do an Anfield fight with Dillian White.
Price.
They're talking about that.
Murder scene. Sorry, murder scene.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that.
Didn't look him up.
Worse than what Povetkin.
That wouldn't make sense.
That wouldn't make sense.
But it'll be a good comeback fight for Dillian.
Yeah.
Good tune-up fight.
Feed him.
I think Dillian's gone beyond that level.
Yeah,
really needs the world.
I don't believe that's a pay-per-view.
No. Well, you know Eddie Hearn. That'll be box office.
Unless the undercard's very strong, but that itself won't sell out Anfield, I don't think.
No, I don't reckon he's not big enough name.
Yeah. It'll sell out the O2 definitely, but I don't think it'll sell out Anfield quickly. Not at all.
I honestly think that if Price tomorrow comes with confidence and boxes smartly, he could beat Chisora. He's been known as being one of the hardest hitters in the heavyweight division. A lot of people have said that.
And we've got to take in consideration that he actually took on the fight late notice. So that means he must believe that he's got something that he can bring to the table. Because
I just think he got well paid.
That as well.
that as well. It could be that.
Hopefully he couldn't refuse.
There's Derek Chisora and there's Dave Allen. To me, they're not in the same world. Derek's actually challenged for a world title. Derek's boxed most of the top guys.
It's a shame about Price because I think he's a good boxer, but he's always lacked confidence. That's what it is.
I think that's what it is. It's a psychological thing.
Belly has always said it.
Yeah. Once you can master your own mindset, you can achieve a lot. But once my mind gets you down, gets you in a bad place, then it's can't come out of it. You see it so many times. Good fighters don't perform on a night because mentally they're defeated already before they get in the ring.
Mentality is so important not just boxing, in sport.
Yeah.
Even in life, anyway. Anything, even going for a job interview, your mentality is what will determine how it goes.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. Obviously, there's been another goal at St Mary's.
Please say 7-1.
It's 8-0.
No way. Southampton come back from this.
What's the record in the Premier League?
I'm not sure. They've signed like Man United or something. I don't know.
9-0?
I don't know.
Ches will know that.
9-0?
9-0.
So Forest, is that?
Ipswich.
Ipswich, okay, yeah, close enough. James Madison's got the 8th goal. So yeah, there's got 5 minutes plus maybe stoppage times.
Yeah, so I think Southampton should let him get it just to go down in the record books.
The other fight on this undercard that I think it's loser would just call it quits is Selby versus Burns.
That's a fight,
Good fight. Who you guys got for that?
I'm a Burns fan too. I like what he's done. He's boxed a lot of good guys.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of respect for him.
I agree with that as well. Santos?
I believe Burns that's just his final fight, regardless of what he's. If he wins, I think that's it because.
It'll be a great way to
he's
beat the sport.
He's done pretty much everything he could do. Probably cashed out a fair bit amount of money. So why not just go out that way? Pay-per-view card as well, so he definitely got well paid. I think it's the right time to just call it a day.
Because Selby's coming up in weight, you don't really know what he's going to bring to the table. Obviously, he's a big guy. You meet him, he's tall, he's got a big frame. You think, how does he make the weight he's been making? So if he comes in there and he's extra fielding strong, it could be an early night.
You both sparred Burns. You said he was physically
Burns is physically strong.
He is. Yeah, I like to spar Burns. He is strong.
I'm going by what Josh Warrington done to Selby. I think if Ricky Burns comes and uses physical strength on Selby, I think Burns will take it.
If he was drained to make the weight against Shorin, then I mean that's what's a bit you don't really know how it's going to pan out. But I like Burns, and obviously I've done work with him. He's a really nice guy. Like sparring him, he's like smiling at your face, like saying, and he punch you in the face at the same time. So it's really weird. I mean, he's smiling like he's your friend, and he punches you. I don't know if he's trying to lure you through a game, but he's a really nice guy, and I hope he can pull it off. But you just have to wait and see.
Should be a good night of boxing because you've got Conor Ben, you've got Shannon Courtney, you've got Coley versus Ngabu, so it'll be a good fight. But moving on to that, I know Jermaine's got a little rant to do, but Jermaine's very angry about this WBC franchise belt. So obviously, people that don't know, Lomachenko's been made the WBC franchise champion, and the regular the WBC belt has gone straight to Haney.
Devin Haney.
And I think this is just stupid.
You can't just give people belts.
Yeah, exactly.
At least let them fight for it.
Exactly. And the thing that really annoys me is the guy is boasting about it all online, saying it new and this and that, but you didn't win it. You just been handed it to like WWE, like you just been handed it the belt.
I'd never want to win a world title.
No way.
That's not what you go up as a boxer dreaming of. You want to win it.
Would you even call it a world title like that? Because if someone's giving it to you, people's mentality sometimes, it really frustrates me. For you to be on social media claiming that you're some sort of champion without proving yourself.
But he's a good fighter and he could win a world title, that's the worst.
That's what I mean.
It annoys me, it just annoys me that you've got someone like Luke Campbell, who obviously fought Lomachenko recently, and you've got this guy just given the title, and guys actually probably deserve it to get it the right way. He's just, for me, he hasn't fought anyone yet.
They should have actually gave it to Luke to say like, oh yeah, you had a good fight, you lost, but you deserve the title to go and fight someone else for it to be have it clearly. But
and I can't see him defending against anyone top player, any top fighter at the moment. I think Eddie Hearn will protect him, wrap him in quite a wall for as long as possible, keep him champion for as long as it takes. So
to be fair, he's been calling out Lomachenko for a lot before this franchise even came about. He said that's a fight that he wanted.
And now he's claiming Lomachenko don't want him now.
It's not his fault. Lomachenko's been elevated and then he just gets given a title.
Definitely.
You know what I would say is that now you've got it, you know, your stock and your value has risen. So all you've got to do really is defend against someone of a high caliber, and then you can feel like a champion. So it's not his fault. It's happened this way. But to be honest with you, nothing surprises me in boxing now. I'm coming from watching Hearns, Hagler, Leonard, Duran, and you had like 2 belts, and that was a unification. Those guys desperately wanted to fight each other because they wanted to know who was #1. I don't see boxing that way anymore. I think it's just about who makes the most money and what's the quickest route to winning any world title. So the whole franchise thing doesn't bother me because you've got this silver champion, then you've got this interim, and then I was confused a good 2-3 years ago.
Now you've got the Pell champion, Mick on,
you might even have the Goodwin champion.
The Goodwin franchise
the
champion.
Goodwin franchise champion in the house.
It's just too much. It's just crazy now, and just to have one recognised champion is difficult. I mean, even with the heavyweights, I've always thought that Wilder was #1 until you beat him, because to me he's the one who's got the WBC champion. And you know, we always had that argument back and forth about, you know, who was the best out of the 4 or 5 guys. But I always maintained that Wilder, the person is, you know, he's boxed Fury, you know, he's boxed Ortiz, no one wants to fight him. You know, and he's the longest reigning WBC champion, one of the longest reigning. So you have to, for me, in my eyes, you have to beat him, you know, to be considered to be the #1.
But saying that Fury still had all the belts and he still hasn't been beat, so you could say that he's still the man to beat.
Yeah, exactly.
He calls himself the lineal champion, doesn't he?
Lineal champions goes from way back. Like I was passed on from Jack Johnson and all them old school guys.
I'm old school, and I still don't buy into that either. That means nothing to me. Honestly, it's
the man that beat the man, isn't it?
It's who's got the belts. It's who's got the belts. And we had a similar situation with Holyfield when he was maybe fighting Tyson.
You got a belt, didn't you?
Yeah, Holyfield. Tyson pulled out twice to fight Holyfield, and even when Tyson got beaten by Buster Douglas, then Holyfield beat Douglas and won the belt. And then people were going around saying, well, you're not really champion until you beat Tyson. Well, you've got the belts.
Yeah, exactly.
And then eventually when he did get the fight, he beat Tyson twice anyway. So for me, it's who has the WBC belt to me. or who's like an undisputed champion. That's who I recognise as number one.
Obviously, there's talk that they might make Dylan White franchise champion, and obviously give someone the title next year. What do you guys think of that?
Dylan. I mean, I'm currently doing some work with Dylan. Just helping him get ready for this fight. You know, his team hasn't changed. I'm just helping him here and there. Really nice guy. I think he's one of the guys that really deserves to get a shot at a title. And I think you'd have to say that no matter who it was, he's got a good shot of beating them. For me, he's probably one of the most improved fighters since he lost to Joshua. He's probably to me the most improved fighter in that period.
Definitely.
And I wouldn't bet against him. He's got a good chance. He's got good power. He's got good boxing brain. He's developed nicely. I think he's right in that mix.
Well, it's a shame because the WBC announced yesterday that even if he gets cleared, he can't be mandatory until February 2021, which is 2021. So it's basically corruption. They don't want a UK champion. That's it.
That's what I'm saying about this lineal and franchise.
Yeah.
That's why I don't follow it, because you've got to be the champion with that belt.
21.
Yeah.
There was too many titles as it is before they introduced all these interim, so there was already 4 or 5 world titles.
Yeah.
It's just made it a lot 10 times worse than what it was now.
Yeah.
You don't know, like, if you ask someone to name more champions and say they win away division, most people wouldn't be able to name one. I can't.
And I'm into boxing.
If you don't mind me asking, is there a reason behind it? Why you said 2021?
Eddie Hearn doesn't even know, so God knows.
It's because obviously Deontay Wilder's fighting Ortiz, and he's fighting Fury next year. They're basically pushing it back, saying that that fight might happen next year. So that fight.
Fury's fighting in the WWE.
But they'll make more excuses.
They're not too sure when the
And he
Fury
got
fight will happen.
and he got announced as the world champion the other day with that wrestling business. They announced him as world champion.
That's what I mean.
Seriously.
They gave him a belt after the Otto Wallin fight, didn't they? They gave him one of them silly Malian champion or something.
The Mexican champion, you know, that Mexican belt they gave him or something.
They're making up titles for fun now.
Also this weekend, Shakur Stevenson against Joet Gonzalez for the vacant WBO featherweight title. The winner potential fight with Josh Warrington.
Shakur Stevenson is the real deal. I agree. Josh Warrington have a nightmare against him, but you know what? I keep writing Josh Warrington off. I don't expect him to beat boys that he beats. So that's a massive fight. Hopefully it happens over here, so I'll be getting a ticket.
That would be great. What do you guys think of that?
Shakur, I think Shakur is amazing talent. I can only see that guy lose if someone clips him with a big shot, and I don't know how well he can hold a shot, but skill-wise, to me, at the moment, he's right up there. He's brilliant. Yeah. I actually rate him above Devin. I think he's more talented to me. Devin's a really hard worker. It's almost like one was born to fight and one was taught to fight. Shakur is special, very special.
They've got a good guy behind him as well, Andre Ward and Crawford as well, so I'm sure he's going to go far. But just to interrupt you one more time, obviously it's full time now at St Mary's, it's 9-0, it's finished.
Is that still finished 9?
Finished 9-0, Jamie Vardy got a hat-trick for the penalty spot.
So they equalled United's
record, 9-0, full time.
Leicester do bits, man.
Jeez. When it came to Luton, they beat us. That's what I said. They didn't beat us that much. Why watch our Premiership, Luton Town, we're coming.
Before we take a break, there's another thing as well. Chris Eubank Jr. finally, I don't know what this guy was going to do. If he was going to go on Love Island or something, but he's making his US debut on the 7th of December. He's fighting against the 2008 Russian Olympian Korobov, which Eddie Hearn said is basically suicide because he could see him losing this fight. Do you know much about Korobov?
I've seen Korobov a couple of times. I think Eubank could beat him.
Yeah.
I actually like Eubank. I watched him beat Miguel. I don't know if Miguel's past it, but it's his determination, his heart. You know, even in the Billy Joe Saunders fight, he was way behind him, but he never stopped trying. You know, he pulled back good. I saw him with about five rounds straight. Second half of that fight, so I do like him. I know he needs time to develop.
How much time does this guy need?
I'd
love to try, but this is
I
not
disagree with that.
he's not listening to his trainers, he's doing his own thing, him and his dad are a joke. If I was his weight, I'd.
Yeah, I think the setup before, I think they were quite ignorant and quite arrogant. But I think since that loss to George Rose, I think it's the whole mentality in that camp has changed. And I've seen him, like I said, I do like watching him.
I don't believe it.
I think he's okay.
But the thing is, ever since he beat the girl, all I see is like Snapchat in Dubai, in the club.
That's why I don't
hardly
think
see him
it's
train anymore.
That's why I
He
don't
fights
think
once
it's
every
changed.
18 months.
He's training
What belt has he got again?
Maybe West Camp or what?
IBO.
IBO. No, I'd take IBO.
We've got another world champion.
No, but he
No,
fought in February. Since then, there hasn't been no announcements until now. Like, you're supposedly meant to be changing your routine, that you're going to be more serious.
He's training with the Mayweathers or Mayweather Senior or not? The last time I was seeing him,
I think he's got one of the coaches from the Mayweather club.
if he listens, he could be really good. But boxing is not a one-man sport. Only Mayweather is the only person. Even he took the information. He could do it himself in the ring. It's not like he could just turn up and just fight and didn't need no advice, just wipe his brow and that was it. But Eubanks here on that level, you need to listen. You can't throw a jab right, but I think you could do bits in the sport. But you know, if you come to jab will eye him straight out. No, I'm not even joking.
It does frustrate me, obviously.
Yeah.
Coming off that win against the Gale, I thought you fight bigger than he's fighting now. It's a bit frustrating, obviously, because he's got all the talent. But
All the talent.
But, yeah,
They could be holding him back to avoid certain
Well,
fights.
he's 30 years old now, so how long are we going to say
That's what I mean.
he's holding someone back?
He's already
Like,
30.
He's 30, I turned 30 not too long ago.
Yeah, we have to remember in this day and age, the fighters now peaking at like between 31 and 33, 34.
I'm
Look at
special.
Spence and look at Terence Crawford. This is when these guys are peaking now. They're not old. So it could be strategic. Could be.
So we're going to take a little break, and we're going to talk about football.
Ooh.
Unfortunately for Kay, we're going to talk about Fulham Luton as well.
Not too much, though, not too much.
Not too much. We're going to get the controversial Tyrone back in the building, and we got Chiz. I don't know if Elijah's here, but if he's here, then he could come on as well. If not, it's on the subs bench, aka the sofa. But we'll be back after this break. Welcome back, guys, and we're joined by Chiz. Tyrone is somewhere, he's going to come back. Elijah's somewhere, we'll make a substitute in a second. Oh, there he is. Come on, Tyrone, get in the building. Go on. And we're going to talk about this weekend's football. Well, 9-0, how can we top that? 10-0 Norwich to United against United. We'll start with tomorrow, 12:30 kickoff, City versus Villa. Cheers. City. You say this every week and it doesn't happen.
It's good, though. Let me do my
Oh yeah.
Accumulator, yeah.
The last time you lot made me lose money.
5-0, no, 5-0 Man City.
Jeez. Jermaine?
Oh, I'm going to go for a City win. Was it City playing at home?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 4-0, 4-0.
4-0. I'm going 3-1 City tomorrow.
I would say City 2-0 win. I think we've got to give Aston Villa a bit of props. They're not that some walkover team.
They're not making me lose money this time.
I think 2-0 City will be comfortable coming off the Champions League and everything. He's going to rotate the squad. So, yeah, I think a 2-0 should be good.
Okay.
I'm going to go for 3-0 City win. I think Aston Villa, they're not a bad team, but Man City are just strong in a minute. So, yeah, 3-0.
Yousef?
I'm going to go, I think, 3-1 City or 4-1 City. I think City will be too strong for them. You know, just consistent side. And I think Aston Villa, even though they just come up, they're showing they're not crumbling. You know, so they're fighting their way in the league. So I reckon they'll score.
Shav?
9-0. It's 7, 8 or 9 goals to see for me.
Jeez. Alright, then we've got Watford versus Bournemouth. I can see 4-0 Bournemouth for this one, actually. I know Watford were unlucky against Spurs, sorry, Shav. But 4-0.
3-0.
2-2.
2-2.
Controversial.
Jeez.
That's not a bad shot.
Jay?
It could be a draw this game.
Yeah.
I think Watford, I don't know. I don't know how who's going to get Watford's goals. That's the only thing. They've got a lot of strikers that are injured. Obviously, Deeney's still out. He's not back to the end of November. I'm going to go for 1-1 draw here. I'm going to go for 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Watford are gonna go down. They haven't won a game yet all season. Bournemouth have got some good strength up front, so I'm gonna say 3-1
Santos?
Is Watford at home?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go for a draw. I think Watford will just try to get scrape a draw, so they'll probably just park the bus and just keep it nice and compact to just keep Bournemouth up. Bournemouth will score first, and Watford will just scrape a little goal last minute, I think.
You can see why that's what suits him now.
Yeah.
K is more convincing than you lot.
Yeah.
You lot all said draw, but I'm going with UK.
Good money.
Yeah, I'm going with K.
3-1 Bournemouth.
I
Yeah.
said Bournemouth, yeah.
4-0 for me.
Yeah.
Why do you think so convincingly that?
Watford are just
Their
not doing well.
their defence.
Yes, but you know, they're at home. If they get the fans behind them, like I said, they got a point at White Hart Lane last week.
Minus 16,
Exactly. Coming off
Minus
that
16.
game against Tottenham, their confidence is going to be.
Yeah, I reckon it's
I don't think.
That's where we're going to be the downfall. Start coming out, and they're just going to lose more goals.
You have to come out if you're playing at home, no?
They're due to
Part
Arsenal
of the
home.
bus. Part of the bus.
They're due to Arsenal home, man.
Yousef, what do you think?
I reckon it's a draw as well, man. I reckon the draw they got at Tottenham will give them a bit of momentum. The players may start to believe in themselves a bit more at Watford, so hopefully they get a draw.
So we've got Brighton, Everton. Do you know what? Everton coming off that win against West Ham, I could see 3-1 Everton for this game. Yeah, I'll go with that.
1-0 Everton.
1-0 Everton. Jay?
I'm going to go for a Brighton win.
Jeez.
This Everton team is iffy. I mean, no, I'm going to go for Brighton win. I watched them against Tottenham. If the fans get behind them as well, if they defend well, I think if they frustrate Everton as long as possible, anything's possible, and they've got a few lively strikers and Connolly up front as well. I'm going to go for